The PD Pro 16B is a binocular night vision device that chances are up to this point you probably have not heard a lot about. It's manufactured by Photonis Defense, and I know that when I first started digging into this set of binocular night vision devices, there wasn't a whole lot of information out on the internet. So I decided to get my hands on one of these because I wanted to educate you guys about this product. What ended up happening is it became one of my absolute favorite binocular night vision devices that I have run to date. So today we're talking about this. This is a product that's on our website. We're going to dive into the specs of this set of binocular night vision. This video is going to be a short video just covering the PD Pro 16B, some of the specifications of the 16B, and also what you can expect when you get the box and open it up. So I've got the case here that the 16B comes in. I'm gonna open it up. I'm not gonna dive into all of the stuff that's included inside of this case because I have all of that listed on our website. Definitely check it out there if you wanna see everything that is included with this particular box. Open this up. I'm gonna take the manual and the spec sheets out, and I will just quickly show this to you guys just so you can see all of the compartments. So it is a really nice box, very organized, and considering the amount of money that you're spending on a set of PD Pro 16Bs, it is always nice when the item that you're buying comes in a case like this that is very functional and keeps your investment very safe. So let's close this up. And we will move this off to the side over here. So diving into the specs of the PD Pro 16B, the entire body is manufactured from machined 7075 aluminum. When you look at the overall footprint of this unit, it compares very similarly to a PVS 31, but as many of you know, the PVS 31s are not aluminum, and there are some stories of breakages that happen with the 31s because they are somewhat fragile along the pivot points. None of those issues occur with the PD Pro 16B because of the robust design and the materials that are used within this unit. The tubes that are featured inside of the PD Pro 16B are the 16mm 4G tubes that are offered from Photonis Defense. Now, most of the other units that you might see on the market are 18mm tubes, PVS 14s, other sets of Binos, BNVDs, stuff like that. These do have a smaller tube, which leads to some of that weight savings that we talked about, but you still get the same field of view, that 40-degree field of view that you've become used to with other sets of binocular night vision or PVS 14s. So all of that is still there. You're not sacrificing that field of view because of the smaller diameter with the 16B. The PD Pro 16B is offered in two different tube types. They're both 4G tubes, but you can get them in either the white phosphor, which is what I have here, and it's my personal preferred choice, or you can get them in a green version, which Photonis says does have a higher maximum gain than the white phosphor units. So if you find yourself in extremely dark conditions, the green may make more sense for you depending on that end use, depending on your preferences. Although I will say that stacking this particular unit up against all of our other units, DTNVSs with L3, we have BNVDs with Elbit white phosphor tubes that are very high FOM spec tubes, all of our other Photonis units and all of the PVS 14s that we own, these units are extremely functional even in extremely low light conditions. So that's one of the specifications that people point out a lot with Photonis units, and you see a lot of hate on the internet about. People think that Photonis units are Gen 2 tubes, which they are not. And they also like to say that they don't have enough gain to be functional in ultra low light conditions, which that is not the case. And like I said, we have all of that information. We've got tons of different resources on our YouTube channel, but on our website, if you go to tatargets.com under shop, night vision, you'll see all the specifications about this particular unit as well. When we go to the actual function of the housing, on the front of the unit, we've got a battery compartment which houses one AA battery, and you get about 25 advertised hours of total runtime if you're using it constantly with one AA battery, which is a good amount of runtime. One of the other cool features though is it does have the ability to add a battery pack on the back here, and Photonis does offer them. And if you order this unit through us, we can connect you with a battery pack as well. That's another option that you don't need to run, but if it makes sense for you and you need all of that extra runtime and you want to run a battery pack instead of a counterweight of some sort, you can do that with this unit. The power switch is on the front of the unit. One turn to the left will power it on. If you pull out on the knob and then you turn it all the way, the little onboard IR illuminator will illuminate, and you can use that for things like reading maps, navigating, doing some fine motor skills, things like that. As far as all of the other functions, as you can tell, both pods articulate separately. When this unit is powered on, if you articulate one leg, that pod will power down, the other one will stay on. Flip that one up, both of them will power off. This is an automatic feature so that if you're wearing it on your helmet, you want to flip them up out of the way, they will power down automatically. I'll dive more into the topic of the mounts, but I did want to go over one feature since I'm talking about the auto power on and off. This is the Photonis mount right here. And one of the features of this particular mount is the fact that when it is in position, if you open this mount and flip it in this direction, you'll see that little bar there. As soon as that bar gets even remotely close to the unit, it automatically powers on whether or not you have the power switch in the on position. So let me clarify that. Even if you have the unit powered off, when you have Photonis's mount on your dovetail and you flip it into position, it will power on your unit. It's sort of like a fail safe so that no matter what, your unit will always power on, even if you forgot to turn on the power switch. Aside from all of that and all of those different features, we also have 2 lanyard mounts on the body of the unit. These will allow you to have attachment points for your particular lanyard so that in the event that you bump the unit off of your helmet, it will be retained by those lanyards. You won't lose your investment and see a ton of money just crashing down to the ground. On top of the unit, it's a standard dovetail mount, so that means that it's going to work with all of the Naruto's low stow mounts, the Wilcox G24, anything that's a standard mount that you would typically use with BNVDs, DTNVSs, RNVGs, things like that. So overall, the PD Pro 16B has become my personal go-to for night vision at this time. I think that it offers a lot of features for end users. You've got that clarity, the amazing clarity of the 4G white phosphor tubes. You've got the robustness of something like a BNVD or RNVGs, but you have the lightweight of a PVS 31. And when I weighed this unit, it's 15 ounces with the battery inside of the unit. So this thing is extremely small. And as a size comparison, I have a set of BNVDs over here to compare side by side with the PD Pros, and immediately you're going to see how much smaller the PD Pros are than a set of BNVDs. So if you're looking for an extremely compact unit, you care about lightweight, you want a 70-75 unit, you like what Photonis has to offer, and all of these different features that I went over are of the utmost importance to you, the PD Pro 16B might be an awesome, awesome choice for you guys. It is covered by Photonis's warranty. The craftsmanship is amazing. That 70-75 aluminum gives me peace of mind that even if these things hit the dirt or I bump into something, whatever it might be, that I'm not just gonna snap a pod right off of the body. And for all of these reasons that I discussed, it has become one of my go-to night vision units. So if you want to learn more about the PD Pro 16B or you're interested in purchasing one of these, check out our website, go to tatargets.com, go to shop, look at our optics, go into the binocular night vision, and you will find these on our website. If you found this video helpful and you're on YouTube, please subscribe, hit the like button, comment, let us know if you have questions about this unit. Our team would be happy to help answer anything that you have, because maybe this isn't the right unit for you. Maybe you go a different route, but maybe this is the perfect unit for you, and maybe this is the one that's going to check off all of your boxes. And if it is, we can get you guys set up. We can order through our website, get it shipped right to you. Appreciate you guys. Catch you in the next one.